Australian regulation that saying that refugee can resettle to Australia after that years. But with this pathway, because this is different than the traditional humanitarian pathway, traditional resettlement pathway, this is different. In this pathway, the company or the government will see you not as a refugee, but as a person who has skills and experience, and you got a job in their country. So they will be treating you as someone who will move to other country because of a job, not because you need to resettle, because of your refugee and need to go to the third country, something like that. So it's a different method. And yes, of course, whether you just came last year, if a company wants you, they will provide you with they will help you to get to the resettlement to Australia, even though you just arrived here in 2018 or in 2020. So yes, my answer is you can still register yourself, and the possibility that you can resettle to Australia, even though you newly come to even though you just become a refugee after the Australian government regulation, it's still okay, because the resettlement process and the labor mobility pathway process is two different things, and you can still both register yourself to both of them, and it won't the process will not disturb the other process, something like that. So yes, you can still register. And your second question is about quota. Is there any quota for Indonesian candidates for this program? My answer is no. There is no quota, but of course we have limited job opportunity. So there are many people, as you know, this is like the usual job seeker. Just picture yourself as a usual job seeker who's looking for an opportunity. So not everyone who registered to the talent catalog or to the website will be selected, right? So whenever you register yourself to this talent catalog, please remember you are registering for a job. So whenever you are registering for a job, not everyone will get answers or not everyone will get feedback. So yes, there is no quota, but for the job opportunity, it's not like we are every day receiving job opportunity, something like that. But once we receive a job opportunity, for example, we receive a job opportunity as a tailor, for a tailor, something like that. So we will make sure that we select as many good candidates as possible for Indonesia, and we will submit it to the TBB team. And then TBB team will submit it to the company, and company will be the one to select them whether they want to do interview with these candidates or not. So yeah, everyone has the same change, and there is no quota. And if you're asking, is there any successful candidates who has been resettled from all over the world? Yes, there is, but for another country other than Indonesia, we have no information about that, but there is. Unfortunately, our TBB partner cannot join us here today. If they join us today, they might answer any kind of successful candidate outside of Indonesia. But as I think I've already mentioned before, that right now, this year, we have two successful candidates in Indonesia. Two successful candidates. One is in IOM Pekanbaru, and the other one living in Jakarta as independent liver in Jakarta, a refugee independent liver in Jakarta. So both of them has been accepted and successfully secure a job offer in an Australian company, and they are in the process of compiling any required document, and we hope that they can move to Australia as soon as possible after they receive their visa. So yeah, I hope that answer your question, and also I hope that the two success story from our friends in Pekanbaru and in Jakarta will encourage you to build a good profile and a good CV in the future when you register to this program.
Okay, thank you, Kabila. So for brother and sister who still raising your hand here, I think it's better also you write down your question on the chat box, so Mbak Suci can also respond faster and to avoid any repeating question again.
And I will give it back to IOM and Suchi.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Kak Bella.
Thank
So
you.
I think Suchi can continue.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mbak Erlin. And thank you, Bella, one of my colleagues who already shared regarding the first session. This is about the profile and also the candidate requirement. Currently, we are in the second session. This is about the recruitment flow and register to the talent catalog, or we call TC in short. Before we start this second session, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Suchi. I am Labor Mobility Officer in CRS. I'm the one who will be in touch with you in the future if you are going to the next stage. So regarding the recruitment flow, and also the registration step. As I already seen in the chat box, a lot of most of you most of you asked about how if we already register in the talent catalog, and what the next step of this kind of procedure, and also how long that we have to wait from CRS contact us or CRS notice us that we are the most eligible person who will receive this kind of opportunity. In this session, I will try to answer you question while my colleague Bella is already trying to explain also. So hopefully by this presentation, this will be more clear for all of you who are attending in this session. It is about the recruitment flow. As my colleague Bella has already mentioned, that we are collaborated with 3 destination countries. They are Canada, UK, and also Australia. Those countries, they have the company who will share the job advertisement. So the time that advertisement is came to us, so we will look the possibility, which kind of opportunity that they share for us, and then we will look, CRS and TBB will look our refugees here in Indonesia. Is there any eligibility that our refugees here in Indonesia has the same experience or skill with the requirement that the company asks? We give some example here, like the opportunity as a butcher. So one of the company in Canada, they are open for the job opportunity, the job vacancy as a butchery. So they are write down all of the requirement that they are need. So as my colleague Bella is already explained to you, currently we have more than 800 refugees who already register in our catalog. From those 800 refugees who already register in the talent catalog, we will shortlist based on the skill and experience that the company wants. The company wants as a butchery, who has the skill as a butcher. And then we will shortlist as the butcher skill and experience. From 800 people, there is 10 people who has the same experience and the skill. From these 10 people, we will look again, they are matched with all the requirement or most of the requirement that the company wants. And eventually, from the 10 people, only 5 people who really most close to all the requirement that the company wants. These 5 people is our shortlist candidate. Those 5 people, will be get the privilege to get a call with CRS. So CRS will conduct the interview. Please notice, this interview, it doesn't mean like a job interview. So CRS doesn't do the job interview for you. CRS only helping you to booster your catalog and also ask you a few questions that the question you cannot fill by yourself in the website. India, Pakistan, Venezuela, and others country like Jordan and also Lebanon. And those CV will be shared, all of them will be shared to the employers.